What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to Boo TV. Thanks for stopping in. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let's talk about this Black Mamba performance that you obviously wanted to talk about. All right, so back in the 2002-2003 season, I believe the Lakers were fresh off their three-peat. Well, not fresh, but off their three-peat. And Kobe went on this streak. I was in high school at the time. And I just remember going into class like, dog, he scored 40 plus again. He scored 40 plus again. And he had some 50-point games in there as well. But Kobe Bryant ripped off 9 straight 40-point games. 9. With some 50s in there as well. The dude was absolutely on fire and going nuts. And that tied Michael Jordan's streak for the most consecutive 40 plus point games in a single NBA season. And Kobe and Mike were only second to, of course, Wilt Chamberlain. But Kobe could have passed Jordan because on the game that he didn't score 40, he actually ended up scoring, I think, 38 points by the third or early fourth. But anyway, Phil Jackson had pulled him aside before the game and told Kobe basically that he wanted him to turn it down because they were starting to lose Shaquille O'Neal and everything. Like Shaq wasn't that, Phil is all about the energy, right? He needs players to feel involved because that creates positive things amongst the team in all aspects of the game. And felt like they were starting to lose Shaq through Kobe's dominance. And Phil didn't want that. So he told Kobe to dial it down. And let's start getting the big fella more involved. So we could have seen that streak really. Kobe was pissed. Kobe's like, turn down for what? Turn down for what? And Kobe was pissed, but he was blistering. I don't have the stats up with me, for the 40 plus point 9 streak, but I'm pretty sure he was shooting like over 50%. For the stretch of those games as an average, and actually had a decent amount of assists and rebounds as well. But I just remember watching those games and the Mamba mentality, man. But the crazy thing is, for me, is that, like, you look at how much Kobe has accomplished in his career, but also take into the fact that, like, for the first, 8 years of his career or so, all the way up, from the time he was drafted all the way up until the 2005-2006 season, we were deprived of seeing Kobe at his full potential. So that 2005, so the 2004-2005 season, Shaq was gone, but Kobe got injured and missed most of the second half of the season. So the 2005-2006 season, he was more or less completely healthy, and we saw the man average 35 points per game. But the crazy thing about that season is that in wintertime, he was actually averaging almost 38 points per game. And then Phil again told Kobe that we need to dial it back as we start approaching the playoffs and really start getting these other guys more involved. Because initially, Phil had told Kobe to take on the brunt of the offense as the rest of the team tried to figure out the triangle offense. These are all new players, never played in the triangle before. So it was an agreement. It's like, hey, you're going to take on a really big scoring load as the other players start to figure out the triangle, and as they start to figure it out, and we start gearing towards the playoffs, I want you to, ease off the pedal a bit. And that's really what happened. Then Kobe's percentage dipped to 34.8 or 35 or something like that. But that version of Kobe, that 35 point per game Kobe, we could have been seeing for years, but he had to always dial it back for the betterment of the team, and because Shaquille O'Neal was the center of the triangle offense. So it's you look at how much Kobe has accomplished in his all-time, what is he, third all-time, fourth all-time in points, something like that. And it's just like he could have done so much more if he didn't have to play next to Shaquille O'Neal. Now, listen, that comes with pros and cons, right? Maybe, let's say Kobe gets drafted by the Charlotte Hornets and, he probably hits all these scoring milestones extremely early. Probably, without a doubt, he'd be the all-time leading scorer past Kareem. But you might not have as many championships. You don't know. You don't know. It's all what if. It's all a game of what if. But anyway, we could have, had Kobe not had to dial it back and be at his full potential, like Michael Jordan when he came in, he was given the keys to the franchise. Like LeBron James when he came in, was given keys to the franchise. Kobe never got the keys to the franchise, despite how talented he was, because he had to take the back seat. But he could have done so much more individually. We could have seen big scoring outbursts years before we really saw him at their full potential. But anyway, for those of you that did not know about Kobe's nine straight 40-point games and fully grasp and understand how lethal and how much of a tear this man was on. And don't get me wrong, Tracy McGrady was on a tear. He didn't get nine straight 40-point games, but him and McGrady were going neck and neck that season. And the debate was Kobe versus T-Mac. Who's the best player in the league? Wasn't Shaq, wasn't Tim Duncan, wasn't Allen Iverson. It was Kobe versus T-Mac. It was on every newspaper, every magazine, every sports network, NBA Inside stuff, the top barbershop talk, everything. It was Kobe or McGrady. People forget that, bro. People just really forget that. But yeah, let's take a look at a video that it's about 10, 11, 12 minutes long, but it covers Kobe's 9 straight 40-point games and every made bucket that was a part of that amazing run. Let's check it out. All right, so we got a video right here provided to us by Study the Game, great YouTube channel. Was able to break down every shot of the Black Mamba's performance streak. All right, let's check it out. This is versus New York. I remember this game. He did the baseline reverse. Crossover, baseline.
With Sprewell, Charlie Ward, Weatherspoon, Joliak, and
Shannon Anderson.
Lakers have won 4 straight coming into tonight. Kobe Bryant pulls off it up.
He will come out intense, and I like style him. You don't like big guys.
Beautiful touch. The dude had a million different moves. Literally a million. Here it is right here.
Man, I should be trying to get him.
Oh, Kobe Bryant! No fouls to give either way. Kobe for 3. Yes! Kobe Bryant!
And it's still fair that a champion puts on a team that
left hand.
Far over the cap anyway. I can't see him doing it. I think they'll both be here for the summer.
Well, you don't want to deal.
Dude was the best tough shot maker ever, dude. Splits the defense, left hand. Should have been a foul. Pivot foot. Look at that. Look at that. How he...
X-rays being taken right now.
Getting back to this whole thing, I'm not saying Kobe's the MVP. I agree with Coach Chris Webber.
Bang.
Although he's the MVP of this.
58%.
Don Chaney was absolutely correct.
Oh, right between. Lakers have hit their last 7 3-point attempts. 8 of 9. Bryant again.
There was not a point on the floor where the man did not have 100 different moves and 1,000 different counter moves. His arsenal was unlike anything.
Search now.
Kobe Bryant with 42.
All right, this is versus Denver. Dude, he always put a hurting on Denver.
Himself again before the beginning of this season and missed the 38 games. Kobe down the lane as the basket.
Off balance, still upper body was extremely stable. I find it quite hilarious when people like Kobe didn't develop his mid-range game or his back-to-the-basket game till like much later in his career. I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? Kobe was taking mid-range fadeaways, low post shots, back to the basket, honestly, since his rookie year, to be honest with you. That's always been a part of his game. People act like he was just all athleticism early on. No, you might say that for a lot of other players that developed that part of their game later, but Kobe had that early. Come on, man. He studied Mike. Of course he did. As we see right here. Oh, this was the behind the back facial. I remember that.
Look at the smile on his face. Kobe's having fun. Pull-up jump shot.
Double clutch, man.
Kobe Bryant. I tell you, there have been 4 possessions. Tomorrow night at the Pepsi Center on the simulcast. Kobe, pull-up. Three-pointer is good. Interesting, they go with Donnell Harvey on Kobe Bryant.
Another game against Denver.
Picks up where he left off. Listen, you've already hit.
You heard him picked up right where he left off. Dude, he was always cooking the Nuggets, man. For buckets or game winners, bro. There's this large misconception that people are like, oh, Kobe wasn't a good three-point shooter. It's like, are you nuts? If Kobe got open, actually Kobe on open three-point attempts shoots a pretty high percentage. If he got the looks that a lot of these players got today, dude would probably shoot 38, 40%. But Kobe rarely saw uncontested threes. And when he did, they were automatic buckets. Like, because you couldn't net. It's a dunk. He was so lethal on the court that, you don't play sag-off defense on him. You had to be up in his face all the time. But he was still great at creating space. Even if it was just a little bit of sliver of space that he needed to get his shot off, he could get it off. Takes high. I still have not seen a streak this hot since he did this. 41, we still in the third quarter. Look at that footwork.
The beat goes on for Bryant. Nearly a steal. Where's Bryant? Isolated against Bowen. Quick to the gold and purple of the back-to-back NBA World Championship.
Put it on the Spurs, too. Now, the Spurs would go on to defeat the Lakers that year in the second round of the playoffs. I think they beat them 4-1 or 4-2. I couldn't believe it, man. I thought we were going for a four-peat. I was extremely sad.
Despite just getting shook out of his shoes there, I talked to him before the game. He said, I'm not a Kobe stop.
Oh, he's trying to make the pass on the cut. Fox on the run. Left it for Bryant. Timeout.
Buckets.
That looked by all right. It's going to be a break, and the Spurs actually outnumbered them on the defensive end.
Steven Jackson commits.
Pump fake, man. It's so believable you think he's going to shoot it. This is elite level scoring. At all points of the floor. All points of the floor. It's always like, you pick and choose your spots, but every spot was a spot for Kobe.
Make 6 or 7, that's bonus.
Bryant in the lane. 23 and 16 for a guy who was 3 of 14 from the field.
Left hand.
Dribble by Bryant to get to 30 inside of 2. Kobe taking.
And they did go, during his streak of nine games, they went 7-2. They only lost 2 games. One of them being against the Spurs here.
Bryant 3, that is 42, right on his average. Both. All the way to Kobe. Taking 2.
It was like he almost willed them back into the game.
The Knicks are 2 or 3. Bryant reversing glass. Sweet move along the base.
Probably got 1 million of those in his arsenal. Good rebound. And for as flashy as Kobe was, always putting on a show, he was extremely fundamentally sound. Excellent fundamentals. Could speak to you in math about the geometry of shots and how to put them off the backboard. It's ridiculous. Dude was a brainiac. Playing wing stuff. Beautiful footwork. How do you make those? Trust me, I know because I've modeled my game after the Mamba. Running, 1-footer. He would always give Latrell Sprewell a business. He made him fall back when Sprewell was on the Timberwolves.
A lot of times they say you shouldn't do it this way, but John Chaney's from the old school, and he knows that Houston has it, and he's just going to keep going.
Straight water, dude. None of these shots are like hitting a rim, dude. That's the other thing. These things are just straight down the hatch. None of these shots are bouncing off the rim, dog. They just straight down the middle. The dude had a laser. A laser. Well, he wasn't wide open. He creates space. Oh, this is against the Rockets. This is when he dunked on Yao Ming. Woo.
He's been in a funk offensively. To get an easy one early is important.
This Rockets team used to scare me, man. Francis, even more than Yao Ming, was Francis, man. Lakers had problems guarding point guards. And Francis with athletic, Stevie franchise.
International basketball league. Bryant going glass.
Even off glass, straight down the hatch.
Bryant now played by Francis. Yes. Ori and Walker up front. Bryant and Fisher in the backcourt. Here's Kobe. Yes. Bryant.
Buckets, baby.
Bryant off the fake. Level of intensity tonight.
I think here's a Yao Ming poster right here. Dog.
Bryant for three. What come from 12 down? Bryant. Yes. Kobe. Remaining on the floor.
All day buckets.
Effort hanging in despite the leg problem. And once again hits on Yao Ming.
The crazy thing is, Kobe had about half of the team's points this game. Half, almost half of their points.
Second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Kobe Bryant has tied it. Bryant with the fake. What a move by Kobe. And again, the Lakers using the well, Kobe fires it up and hits.
Oh, maybe not. Close to half.
Not playing the same intensity as they were last night. Kobe pulls up.
You know what he do to Utah.
Right side to Kobe, chaining right up on him. Now Ostertag is fall-away jump shot. Looks good.
Dude, I'm still waiting for a couple of these shots to bounce off the rim, bro.
Fall-away jump shot. Goes down once again and goes down hard. We'll have to look at that. Kobe's got another tough fall-away jump shot.
Oh my God. This dude is wild.
Raises up for an. Oh my goodness. Like 54 career high minutes last night. Kobe, another fall-away jump shot, another basket. 3:35 to play in the first. Kobe just missed his first shot, takes another one here. That looks good, and it's perfect right through the there against Chaney. The side is clear.
Back him down. Ooh, good footwork. Think you're going to go for the fadeaway? Nope. One more move, step in, easy layup. There we go. That one juggled in the rim. There we go. The man's human.
Kobe pulls up once again and buries along right up on him. Kobe trying to create some space, goes baseline.
That is beautiful footwork. Did you see that? I can't even explain it. I've seen that play before. The footwork is just, because I looked at it, I was like, how's that not a travel? How's that not a travel? Then I saw it in slow motion. I was like, no, that ain't a travel. That's just impeccable footwork.
Don't force that, Kobe. Still time on the shot clock. Goes baseline. Kobe. Fall-away jump shot. Good again.
Overslept. The opening tip pretty well scheduled. Bonzi Wells starting on Kobe.
Oh, God. He would give Portland the super business, dog. Remember, he dropped 60 on Portland back in 06, 07, I think it was.
18-13, Lakers trail it.
He was giving Brandon Roy all the heat. Brandon Roy was a player that was a really damn good player. Like, probably the third best shooting guard at the time after Dwayne Wade. Actually, no. Well, this is not this year, but late 2010s. It's probably Kobe, D-Wade, Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy started having injuries. It's bad luck with Portland with their drafting for quite some time before they got Dame time. And LaMarcus first. He gonna shoot this.
Kobe pull up jump shot once again. Good again. Kobe in the backcourt. Cross court pass to Kobe. Fisher open for the three. Good closeout by Pippen. Kobe looking for the three, and he's got it.
Buckets all day, baby.
For the Portland Trailblazers. Kobe guarded by Pippen, trying to find some room. All the way down the lane. Layup counts if it goes. It does, and the foul has it.
And one thing that doesn't get said a lot about Kobe was very quick and decisive with his moves. He wasn't a dribble player.
Kobe comes around the screen, picked up on the switch.
Seattle.
Gets down the lane, pull up, 14-footer. That's good. 6.
It was against Seattle where he took the three-point record before Daniel Marshall tied him. He hit 9 straight threes, 8 or 9 straight threes. Ended up shooting like 12 for 17. And then a few years later, Daniel Marshall tied that record. And I think after that, probably either Steph or Clay broke it. I'm just trying to go off memory. Don't quote me. But yeah, I thought it was fitting that he took the three-point record against Ray Allen. Thought it was funny. Not this game, but
crossover dribble, 3-2 pump fake, gonna be a tough catch, and he makes it. What a make by Kobe. 5 remaining in the third period. Kobe's got it, goes left side, a couple of dribbles, splits the defense all the way to the basket for the leg. Clock for Seattle.
Good defense.
Oh, nice play by Fisher. Kobe put this one.
Simple dunk, just flushed it.
And just like that, the Lakers lead is only 4. Kobe goes baseline, senses the mismatch on Kevin.
They sent the second and third defender over. They sent the second. It didn't matter, bro. The dude was on fire, bro. Yeah, man. The dude was. That streak was. I don't think we will ever see that duplicated again. Ever. And it makes sense that only Wilt, Kobe, and Jordan could pull something like this off. Now, there is one player that I think if they wanted to, they can do that. That's Kevin Durant. But KD ain't like aggressive like that with his scoring. And it's crazy because I think KD could average 40 if he just was like, and it wanted to, but he could do it on such high efficiency too. I think he could. It would drain the hell out of him. Probably get hurt in the process. But anywho, yep. If you never knew about this streak, now you do, and you got to see how much of a human volcano, man, human flamethrower, bro. Nasty. Rest in peace, Kobe. You are a legend. And despite the media trying to tear your legacy down, real people like us know. And we're going to keep the legacy alive to let everybody know that you were one of the greats. That you are, in fact, a top 5, top 10 player, wherever you want to put him. Let him. You gotta make people remember, man. You gotta remind people. This is just one thing. Dude's done a million things in his career. Has a million different records that nobody ever likes to talk about. They just like to brush it under the rug like the dude's broken no records. They never bring him up, but it's all good. We here to shed the light. Shed all the light. But anyway, folks, appreciate you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this streak. Do you think it'll ever be duplicated? At least in our lifetime. And what's your opinion on Kobe Bean Bryant? Appreciate you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you all on the next one. We out, baby.